Hello guys, I am just a random fangirl and welcome back to my channel. So this time we'll be reacting to Nana, episode number 4, and I just have a feeling that this episode is going to make me mad. And it's not because I'm not enjoying the show, because I am fucking loving this. The characters are great, the story is really interesting. I really want to see where things are moving forward in the future. But, you know, to get to that point, I guess that we'll need to know all the story of the past. So I'm not really sure if this is going to... Like the flashback, I'm not really sure if it's going to end in this episode or the next one. I originally thought that it was going to take less time to go through the flashback, but no, we are getting a lot of information. So yeah, it is important to know it. But oh my god, I just can't feel it. I just can't feel it. I can't feel it. I can feel in my gut that in this episode, Nana and Shoji are going to end up together, you know? Miserable ever after. I already expressed in the couple... No, I think that it was only last episode. Yeah, about my... well, mistrust in... I just said his name and I don't remember it anymore. Shoji, yeah. Shoji. Sorry, I don't know where my head is today. So I already explained kind of my mistrust to him and the way that he just makes me angry for just showing up and how I consider him to be a complete red flag. And don't get me wrong, like, Nana has her red flags as well, but I care for her and I like her, so I am allowed to be an hypocrite in this situation. It's just that, I don't know, there's something about Shoji that just rubs me the wrong way. But I know how the story is. I know that in the future they are going to end up together. Let's hope that Nana realizes that she can do so much better. Or let's hope that Shoji, I don't know, matures? But I don't know. I just can't feel that this episode is going to be bad as well. I mean, like, not bad in the sense that it's not good an episode, but bad in, like, what it makes me feel like. Because last one made me feel awful. I loved it, but it just made me feel awful with just this, I don't know, this bitter taste in my mouth. Because I don't like Shoji. He's awful. And I know that in this episode they're going to end up together. So I'll you know what? I'll just try to push forward, push through it, power push through them. You know, like, I think that at this point I've said all the things that I can say about Shoji. Last episode, I bashed against him again and again and again. So let's hope, for my sanity, that all of the worst things that I could have said about him, I already said them. So, you know, I can just give you guys a look whenever he's been an asshole and move past it. Because if not, this episode, it's just going to... like, this reaction is going to be like an hour long of me complaining about Shoji. And I'm pretty sure that there are people out there who like the character. I just don't know why. I don't know, like... I don't know. I really, from the bottom of my heart, hope that he's not a fan favorite or anything. Because I can already feel the cancel culture breathing in my neck. But, you know, I gotta say what I gotta say, so... if you like Shoji, this video is not safe for you. Because I really don't like the guy. I don't like him. I really like this hopeful part of me is kind of expecting for things to, get better, for communication to happen, to, him growing up. But after last episode, I really doubt that is going to be the case. And seeing his attitude in episode 1 also doesn't make me too hopeful about where this is going. I just feel like this is going to be a bad relationship for Nana in the terms of Shoji is that kind of person, I think. Being said that, I just know him for 3 episodes. That's it. Maybe there's an amazing part of the guy that I'm not seeing. And if he happens to develop himself as a better human being, then yeah, you know what? Maybe I like him. Maybe I'll apologize for all the trash talk. But until then, I can talk about him the way that I want. So yeah, no, he's awful. He's so awful. And I just feel like this is going to be one of those dynamics, one of those relationships that just make you feel like trash all of the time. I don't even think that the guy is doing it out of purpose. I just think that, it's upbringing and society and, expectations. And then that the guy is kind of an ass. And it's really frustrating to me because everyone in the show is saying all the time like, oh, Shoji is such a nice guy. He is great. He's going to take care of Nana. He's amazing. He likes you. You should be thankful for that. Like, no. Why am I the only one seeing red flags? Why? You know what? Maybe I am colorblind and he's a, I don't know, green flag and I'm seeing him as a red one. I don't know. Maybe there's something fundamental about him that I'm not understanding until I know him well. I don't know. It just frustrates me how all of the friends are always on his side, kind of. Like, not always, but, most of the time it is like that for what we've seen so far. I just need some friends that are going to be on Nana's side. I need Nana to have that friend that it's like a big sister and it's like the girlfriend. Notice how this guy is treating you. In Spanish we have this phrase that it's like amiga date cuenta, that basically translates to girlfriend. Notice how this guy is treating you. And it's like, yeah, this could be totally an amiga date cuenta situation. And I would have hoped that Junko would be the voice of reason, and she kind of feels like she really seems to care about Nana. It's just that it's complicated because she's always also friends with Shoji, and she seems to tend to be more, I don't want to say on his side, but giving him credit. I don't know, maybe I'm seeing red flags where there aren't any, but I don't know. He's just icky. He's just really icky. I mean, it's a lot that I like the other guy better than him. The guy that's married and cheating on his wife with a high schooler? Yeah, I like that guy better. Like that's just saying so much about how much I despise Shoji. Because he's such an ass. Ugh. I can't stand him. And I know that this episode is going to bring them back together, and I don't know, it just sucks. It just sucks. But I guess that I shouldn't postpone my suffering any longer than I have to. Let's just power through this. Like, I have my drink of choice here, as long as there aren't any flies on it, because that's something that happens. I just don't know why, but sometimes flies just fall into my drinks and ruin my day. Let me just really quickly check that there's no flies because I really can't see. I think that we're set. So yeah. You know what? Let's do a game. I will probably... I don't know if I'll make a counter. I am thinking about that. Like, that could be a fun addition to the channel. Make counters of things happening in the show. And every time that one of those things happened, I have to take a drink. So... like... I don't know. That could be fun. I like drinking games and I like those things. So, yeah, let's just... oh, you know what? I have my iPad right here and I want a piece of paper to take my notes. Okay, so... let me just... okay. Okay, let's do it in notes. Well, let's see. Drinking game. Out of nowhere. This is so random. And it's Nana. Nana. So the drinking game for this episode and the counter of this episode, it's Shoji being himself. Shoji being a red flag. Because that would be fun. I'll just keep a counter on the screen and I don't know, I'll find a fun little sound to use, like notifications coming in. I've seen some channels doing that and I think that that is really cool, but I am also really lazy, so I am already spending so much time editing these videos. I might as well do it like a counter because those things are fun. So Shoji being a red flag is going to be a counter, and also drinking game. What other could be? Nana crying? I don't know. I hope that she doesn't cry too much, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. Good music playing. Nana being traumatized. You know what? I will do a poll or something on YouTube to see what counters you guys want me to have that, you know, are not too spoilery. But right now we have Shoji being a red flag. And I could make a counter for Nana being all lovey-dovey. Well, it could be Shoji being a red flag / and in parentheses, a good guy. A nice guy. Yeah, not good. A nice guy. Yeah, that is fun. And well, I don't know. Let's put Nana down for crying. Nana cries. And Nana is super lovey-dovey with I was going to say just Shoji, but let's make it even more fun. Nana is super lovey-dovey with a walking red flag. A walking red flag guy. Because, you know, last episode it happened with 2 different guys, so yeah. Right now in the counter and drinking game we have Shoji being a red flag or a nice guy, Nana crying, and Nana being super lovey-dovey with walking red flag guys, or when she, you know, gets mistreated by these guys. I will figure those out in my own time to see what they're going to be called in the counters, but I am ready. Let's just go ahead and do this because I keep putting it off because I don't want to see Nana suffer. And I have a feeling that this episode is going to be more fluff than last episode, but because it's Shoji, I'm still not going to be okay with it. But again, we're going to power through this episode to get to the good stuff. Not that I don't think that this episode is going to be good, I'm just saying that it's going to make me mad. I expect this to be completely good because I've been loving this show so far. Anyway, I've talked way too much, way more than I expected. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. And if you want to follow along my train of thoughts and in general what I'm thinking of all the shows that I'm watching currently by episodes, and correct me if I'm wrong, as long as it's not a spoiler, you can check out my reaction notes. I'm going to be leaving you that in the description box down below as well. And I think that's it, so without further ado, let's just jump into this reaction, shall we? Okay, let's power through this, because it's not going to be good. I can already tell. Ugh. You know what? I could also bet that they're going to be in a meet-cute because, it's not a meet-cute because they already know each other, but I don't know. Like, this guy just went out to find her and she's trying to find him. Yeah, I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. Ah! Well, you know what? I should add a counter. For her brains not be great. This is so awkward. This is a demon lord. I want to be that cool. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh! I just can't stand that guy. I just can't stand him. Oh yeah, and he's being a nice guy again, and now walking red flags, so drink to that. I'm going to end up drunk if I continue doing this, so I'll just do it with cocktails. So yeah, we just started the episode and Nana already cried twice. I'm not really sure if that second one counts though, but I'm going to put it just because of the kicks. And oh, you know what? Nana's being super lovey-dovey with a walking red flag, or a guy that doesn't appreciate her. Counter number 1. And Shoji being a red flag. We have 2 times of that. You know what? Let's just... I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that, because it's... Okay, yeah. There we go. I'm just not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this. Also, should I add a counter of the Demon Lord? What about something like Nana refers to the Demon Lord, or talks to it? I don't know why, but I think that is going to be recurrent, so yeah, and we can add one of those counters too. I am just going to take a drink whenever Shoji is being a red flag though, because if I keep drinking for each time any of those things happen, I am just going to end up drunk. And that is not going to be fun for you, because when you're drunk you can't speak properly, so I am just not ready for this. They are really forcing them into the same room. We're in the same predicament than last episode, but now even worse, because we know how Shoji is, and he's been such a nice guy for treating her with, just decency. I hate the guy. And so, oh my god! no, honey, no.
じゃあ私さ、地元残ってバイトして上京資金貯めるよ。それで1年経って庄司が大学受かったら私も上京する。上京してからも独り立ちできるような仕事見つけてしっかり頑張るよ。
And that's what she
それ
did.
ならいい？
じゃあ来年は絶対受かんねえとな。今に見てろよ大魔王。
Well, that was kind of cute. I hate it. Okay, but
では仲直りも。
okay, so I think that that's how life works, you know? Like, there are these people who you know are not good for you. You know that they are toxic, even when they are not meaning to be. Like, not all of this is his fault, and I get that. But I don't like him. But, you know, like, that's a thing with people. They are three-dimensional beings. And there's not... everything is not going to be bad, and everything is not going to be good. So I really hate it when he says things like this, or those things for her, because I don't know, he doesn't have any right to act cute, okay? I don't like it. He doesn't get to act cute when she's making her feel all miserable just for existing. I get where it's coming from now that he, you know, explained it like a human should do, but we'll not get into that. I'm just saying that he should said that from the beginning to Nana. Even when there's, you know, a lot of things wrong with that logic, but you know what, you do what you do. You do you. But you know, that was kind of cute, and I hate it because it's this kind of behaviors that just, you know, what you think of whenever you're being mistreated, and I don't know. It was cute, and I hated it for being cute.
来年は絶対受かんねえとな。
じゃあ愛してるって言ってくれたら一緒に寝てあげる。
愛？お前、そういうのは言葉じゃねえだろ。日本男児に言わすな。
だって生まれてこの方一度も言われたことないんだもん。
And that's the bare minimum, honey.
頼んで言わせて意味あるんか。
Yeah,
もういい。
that I agree.
よし、わかった。俺も男だ、言ってやろうじゃねえか。
Dude!
自分をアメリカ人と思え。俺の名は
私そんな謎の外国人と寝なきゃなんないんだ。当時じゃないと嫌なのに。お茶入れるね。緑茶とほうじ茶どっちがいい？マイケル。
は？
いえ。
So we're here, huh?
300円いただきます。
ああ、はい。ナナちゃん、
Ah!
今夜一緒に食事でも行かない？
中村さん頑張ります。
How the times
そ
change!
んなに気づいても遅いんだよ中村。
いいじゃん、食事くらい。
しかも軽いし。
彼氏、東京行っちゃって寂しいんだろ。
その上しつこいし。
俺に惚れてたくせに。
人違いだってば。
Ah, well, he knew.
あそこのバイトやめようかな。でも悪いんだよな。早く上京資金貯めて東京行きたいし、来年の春なんてとても待てないよ。はいはい、ナナです。
She's so cute.
庄司？うん、超元気。小松菜奈、ただいま19歳。彼氏はいれど遠距離恋愛。今に見てろよ、大魔王。
That is so cute. Every time that she says Demon Lord, it's so cute. I want to implement that in my life. Oh, for a moment there, I thought that it was
私は
done.
自分の生まれ
Oh my
故郷を
god.
知らない。
Okay.
父親の顔は見たこともないし、
Ah, we're getting
母親の
backstory.
顔もとうに忘れた。
Okay.
4つの時にこの海沿いの町に来て、小料理屋を営む祖母に散々嫌味を言われまくって育ち、 今
So,
はバイトに明け暮れながら夢のかけらを磨いている。
ooh, so. Oh, and the music! Ah! Oh my god, I am so up for this. Okay, so we're going to
みんな待っててくれたの。
meet her band.
今日は本当
She's
に
so
ありがとう
cute.
ね。なんだライブ最高だったよ。サンキュー。
ナナさん、これプレゼントです。
Oh, she's so precious.
ああ、何？ビビアン？いいな、ミサトちゃん。
She knows her.
その名前
Yeah.
くださってますか？
だっていつも欠かさず来てくれるし。
Oh, that is so precious.
先週誕生日でしたよね。それ誕生日プレゼントです。18歳おめでとうございます。
サンキュー。
I want to be her.
ビアンゲット。
Yeah, girl. Same. Same here. That's the dream. Okay, so that is the band, huh?
しかし今日の対バンも
わあ、
男とやるよりか。
それは男次第。
Haha. Yeah, great answer. So they're a thing? This is so interesting.
さっぴー。
風邪ひくじゃん。私の美しい歌声が出なくなったらどうすんのさ。
Ah,
カイロとかねえの。気が利かん女どもだな。
なんかあるでしょ。手編みのマフラーとか使えるもんが。
あった。
huh.
かっこいい。
They are cute.
ねえレン、覚えて
Ooh,
る？
nice.
私とレンが初めて会ったのもこんな吹雪の夜だったんだ。
Oh, so they are a night time, huh?
あれは何年か前のクリスマスライブで。
2年3ヶ月前。だから私に赤とかピンクの女の子らしい服は絶対着せてくれなかった。
That sucks.
そういうの着ると男を誘惑しちゃうんだって。それでおばあちゃんが死んで一人ぼっちになった私はバイトで稼いだ金でかわいそうな自分にクリスマスプレゼントを買ってあげることにしたの。こともあろうに真っ赤なフリフリのワンピース。内心ドキドキしながらその夜のライブに着ていったな。コートの下に赤色を隠して吹雪の中を走った。
俺の中学の時の先輩でさ、2個上なんだけどマジかっこいいんだ。後で紹介してやるからな。
だからいいってその。
港の倉庫街に捨てられてたんだって。レンの自慢話だもん。
It's crazy that they have similar backstories.
あの夜生まれた感情をどんな名前で呼べばいいのか。
This is so
それは
great.
恋とかときめきだとか甘い響きは似つかわしくない。
Something more
嫉
visceral.
妬が入り混じった羨望と焦燥感、
Ah.
そして欲情。
ナナ、俺東京行くから。
Oh my god, all of the fucking parallels.
お前はお前の好きに生きりゃいいさ。
And you can see how these two people decided to, you know, oh, that was great. Oh my god, it just crazy. All of the parallels. Oh my god, okay, I'm going to keep the intro. Actually, nice, wait. All of the parallels between these two nanas. It's not just the name, is it? Both of the boyfriends went to Tokyo, but the thing is, and I think that the most important thing is how they decided to I don't know, just to make that change. What decisions are they making? Because Nana and Shoji, I mean, like, of course I have a lot of respect of people who are in committed long distance relationships, because it's never easy. But because it's never easy, I don't know. I don't think that, at least for 99% of people, I don't think that long distance relationships work. And the personalities of our two nanas are just fundamentally different. Both of them do not have, I'm not sure if call it a positive connection to their hometown in one way or another, because we saw in episode 1 that Nana, Nana, art student, just didn't really care about leaving her hometown behind, and she thought that her family could be better off. And it's not toxic, but it's, actually I don't know, I would have to see the family, but it's not as sad as a backstory, but there is something just saddening about it. And then we have this other Nana whose life it's just one tragic event after another, who is basically in the same situation as the other Nana, but just at the same time completely different. And it's cold the way that the guy Ren, I think, was saying in the end there that he was going to Tokyo and that Nana could do whatever she wanted with her life. It was a little bit cold. It's not what you expect to hear from, the person you're in a relationship with. But, I think that it's the healthiest choice, because you are leaving because that's what's best for you, and the best thing that you can do is to keep the door open in case that the other person wants to follow after you, but at the same time leave enough room for them to find themselves in whatever way they can and not pressure them. So I think that was really a smart thing to do, just saying do whatever you want with your life. Of course that it sounds cold, because it sounds cold, and I guess that we know what Nana decided to do, because she is not going to Tokyo until she meets Nana in the first episode, and that has to be at least 1 year before this. No, this has to be 1 year before the first episode, at the very least. I'm not really sure about the timeline there, but oh my god, all of the parallels. And also the kind, I also love the fact that Nana, art student, whenever she's getting depressed or having anxiety about a relationship because of her past trauma with men, she thinks about the night that they were in the car with that guy that I do not remember the name, and it was snowing, so she remembers the car going along the road and the snow. And now we know that our other Nana, music Nana, I really need to start learning their last names, because it is getting really complicated to talk about it. But music Nana also thinks about snow, so that is really interesting. All of the little details in their lives that make them so similar and yet so fundamentally different. I really want to know more about Music Nana's backstory, because 1, it's amazing, and 2, I'm really curious about what is going to happen with the band. What happened with the boyfriend? I don't think that they are in a long distance relationship as well as the other Nana is. So is she going to Tokyo to look for him, or for other reasons? I don't know, so much questions, but that was such an amazing episode. I really enjoyed it. And there were a lot of parts that just made Shoji hard to hate for me, but that's the thing. Good characters are three-dimensional. They are not all bad or all good, they are a mixture of grays. The thing is that Shoji is a mixture of grays that annoys me, most of the time. You know, in this episode he did some good things, and, he, tried to communicate, so I can get that. I still think that a person should say to another person if they love them or not in constant, regular basis, because you don't really know what the love language of your partner is. So you need to figure that out and adapt to it to make them happy, because that's how the communication works. That's how, being a partner works. But anyway, I am not going to get mad at Shoji because, he was not such a dick this episode. Luckily for me. And yeah. Like, mixture of grays. Which is interesting. Because he was not all that bad in this episode, so yeah, I'm going to assume that he's going to keep being the main romantic interest of Nana. We'll see. I don't hate him as much as last episode, but we'll see. Give him time. And then this other guy, and the fact that he has a past so different to Nana, Ren and Music Nana, it's really interesting because they are choosing to approach their past in a different manner, and they seem to have different opinions about life and what to use and how to use it. I personally admire people who turn, disgrace and misfortune into a source of happiness, income, popularity, fame, whatever they want. Yeah, whatever you can do to reach the top. So I really admire those people, but I can also understand Nana's feelings. So it is really interesting, all of her backstory, all the thing about the mother, how that probably shaped her into who she is, the whole thing with the grandmother, the thing about meeting Ren, and I like that the feeling that she felt while watching him was not, like a crush or interest or love. It was a feeling more visceral. It was irritation and jealousy mixed with fascination and lust. So yeah, that can be a really interesting thing, because I think that has happened to us. That's why, there's categories like enemies to lovers, because yeah, a lot of tension palpable there. Also, the views on both of them about the future and kids and stuff, really interesting to me. I really want to know more about him. I'm going to assume that we're going to get to know him a little bit better, but we'll see. For now, I think that probably next episode is going to center more around Music Nana's backstory, or we are going to just jump into the future again. So I just love this episode. It was so good. I loved it. So if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it, so we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction.